We've got spring training to talk about, from a team that was in the World Series last year to a team with just 2 wins away from the World Series.
Yeah, Otis Livingston is covering it all, the lucky man. He traveled from Tampa, where the Yankees are at spring training, to Port St. Lucie, the spring home of the Mets. Otis, and there he is, and it looks very warm and nice.
Dick, yeah, of course it is, man. Wherever I go is sunshine. All right, Christine and Dick, the Mets took their fans on a magic carpet ride last season. Don't forget that disastrous first half. And then they turned it around in the second half and wound up 2 wins away from the World Series. It was incredible. Well, they are back, and they are ready to climb that mountain again.
What do you say, Skip?
How you doing?
Good.
Ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, spring training, let's go.
Carlos Mendoza is locked and loaded, ready to roll into his second season as the Mets manager. For the fans, pitchers and catchers working out, that's the only game in town here in Port St. Lucie. To Mendoza, the 2 most important fans are the ones who call him Dad.
For me, to be able to come to work and have my kids around, I don't see a better way, and for them, that they get the opportunity to come to a big league field, big league spring training, be around big league players, I think that's something that I always keep telling them, like, don't take this opportunity for granted.
Yeah, not a whole lot of kids get to see starter Sean Manaea or closer Edwin Diaz throw a bullpen up close, or watch Clay Holmes early in his transition from being a Yankee in the Bronx to a Met in Queens. How important was that for you to stay in New York?
Yeah, I mean, familiar, just with the area and the city. I love, playing in New York. I think New York City is the best, place in the world to play baseball, and it's definitely a draw for me. This team's real. The talent we have here and what we're capable of, World Series is right there.
And so is his teammate last year with the Yankees, Juan Soto, who signed that 15-year, $765 million deal with the Mets. I asked Clay, how generous is Soto with his teammates?
Juan's always good about taking care of the people around him, so we'll see. But he's maybe the first team dinner. I'm sure the guys won't let him off the hook.
Let's face it, Juan Soto could buy the restaurant they're talking about. In fact, he could buy a restaurant chain with the contract that he got. But in seriousness, Clay Holmes said that he's an incredible player, incredible teammate, and he's so happy that they're still playing together. Guys?
Otis, just curious if the mood, people's attitudes, any difference from this year to last year?
Yeah, don't forget, Carlos Mendoza was going into his first season as a manager anywhere. I mean, so no one knew exactly what he was going to bring to the table. He ended up a manager of the year candidate. There weren't high expectations for this team, and they got off to that bad start. But yeah, 2 wins away from the World Series. They come into this camp with the new additions like Soto, Clay Holmes, and guys like that. Of course, the expectations are sky high. They're uttering the words World Series. They expect to get back to the World Series this year.
It always looks great in February, but we got our fingers crossed for both teams.
So true.
Yes.
Hope springs eternal,
guys.
There
you go. That's the phrase. Hope springs eternal. Otis, that's great stuff.
Exactly.
Thanks very much. And all of our coverage on spring training for the Yankees and Mets can be found on our website, cbsnewyork.com.